Good morning, friends. I am Teddy Hicks, and I'm reading you an affirmation from my book, My Life Gets Better Every Day. Today's January 20th, 2026. I'm getting it. And today's affirmation is, I can do anything. Can you imagine how different your life would be if you had never doubted yourself? What could you have accomplished by now if you had never been scared to try something or never held yourself back for fear of looking stupid? If your heart is calling you to do something, you have all the skills and resources you need in order to make it happen. Acknowledge the fear, thank it for trying to keep you safe, and then keep moving forward. We live in a benevolent universe where you are always learning what you need to learn, so you've really got nothing to lose. Love, Teddy. So a couple of points here. Even the mistakes or failures are still opportunities to learn and move you forward, right? So if you're trying something that's really scary and it doesn't work out the way you thought it was going to work out, it doesn't mean you failed. It means you have just made one step further on the journey to getting where you want to go, right? And whatever happened was a necessary part of that journey. That was one of the stepping stones on the way. You learned something, you had an experience, learned what not to do, right? And you keep moving forward. And this is really about just having like unwavering faith in yourself. Just knowing that if it is true energetically that if you can picture it in your head, it already exists, right? It is already in the universe somewhere for you. And so if you believe that, if you know that it's already there and you just have to find it, you just have to align yourself with it and get, make contact with it, then that's such a better attitude than like, oh, I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Well, it's already happening. You've already manifested it with your thoughts. And so if you get rid of the doubts, if you get rid of the fear, if you get rid of the, well, I'm not sure I can do this mentality, and just move forward with like a very deep sense of confidence in yourself and peace, knowing that you will get it if you just don't give up, right? Like that's 90% of the work is aligning yourself with it, going, continuing to move forward and make progress and look for opportunities, and just having that unwavering faith that you can do it, you will do it, you are doing it, and nothing can stand in your way unless you give up, right? That's the one factor that you can control that will guarantee failure, right? If you stop trying. So it's important to believe you can do anything. That's a thought that you should continue to have until it becomes a belief, and then it becomes your operating system. And then you can move around the world just doing the things that you want to do without all of this fear and self-doubt. It's normal to have that. I mean, I'm not trying to gaslight you and saying your experience isn't real, but yet that's something that you can work on to make much faster progress to where you want to go in the world. And you can look around you and see evidence, I'm sure, close to you and with our political leaders today, that there are lots of people in the world who are successful, who have accomplished their dreams, who are doing what they want to do for no reason other than they felt entitled to do it. Not because they're smart, not because they're well educated, not because they're better at anything than you are, but because they just decided that that was for them and they went and took it, right? They felt entitled to it. They went and did it. They didn't sit around and worry about whether or not they deserved it or whether or not they could do it. They just did it. And so if you can adopt that same attitude, you have positive things to bring to the world, I'm sure. A lot of those other people that I'm talking about don't. But if you think, that's just an example of how I can get to where I want to be without needing any special anything. I don't need to be magical. I don't need to be the smartest. I don't need to know everything. I don't need to be the best in my field. I just need to have faith in myself and keep moving forward. Keep my mind open. Look for opportunities. Connect with people who might be able to help me. Keep my energy aligned with the thing that I want. Stay on that high vibe and watch how it just unfolds in a very beautiful way. And another key is it can come to you, or you can get to where you thought you wanted to go, and it might look completely different than you thought it was going to look. But remember that it's still happening, right? Like you don't micromanage the process. The steps you take to get there are totally all over the place and not what you thought it was going to look like. It's still happening. If you get to the end point and you think, gosh, this isn't all what I imagined, it's still happening. You have to just keep your mind open to all of the possibilities that the universe is going to offer up to you, that it may be way better than you could have ever imagined yourself. I hope that's helpful for you today. Thank you very much for watching. I would appreciate a little like and comment if you have a second, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Have a great day.